Welcome back, welcome back. Hope you guys doing alright. Getting ready for work. Go in with the nice shirt. Nigga gotta do his laundry. Today, I wanted to talk about older women. I don't like calling you older women because I understand. Bear with me. Star Wars out here, I get it. What's going on, man? Nah, I'm sorry. And I understand that, a lot of older women don't like to be called old women or older. You just prefer mature or just women. You know what I mean? You are still just a woman. But watching for years and becoming an older man now may not look like it, but I'm 42 years old, right? And I've been watching this dilemma of women dying alone and not getting this American dream, right? And it's just so sad to see, because I don't believe all women fit in these categories. Like, I do believe majority, just like majority of men be fitting in categories, We all ain't perfect. We all do something stupid. Now, from regular men's videos and talking to regular men all my life, it's pretty much been estimated a lot of you are gonna die alone. And you won't be the first or the last. It's, always happened that way. It's kind of been like that before this dilemma. Now, what I realize is it's happening at a bigger scale now. And a lot of the men say it's because of you being allowed to work. Because that gives you the privilege to, have that freedom, and not like your foremothers. They didn't have to just rely on a man and literally have that in their head, like, I have to get a man if I want to live in a home. I have to do these things. You just didn't have that freedom, so that allowed a lot of abusive men to do things. I get it. And then you fought for this freedom thing, right? Now, when you got it, it automatically changes you. It changes the world. Because, I'll blame it on men. I ain't going to say it's the truth. But we're going to go with the narrative of the world. There were men acting wild too much. And eventually you just got tired and you just fought for the right. So you just couldn't get, trapped and divorced. And then he takes everything and you get absolutely nothing. What? What's going on, little nigga? What? What the matter? Huh? What the matter with you? You out here? I know it's hard on these streets. I feel you, homie. It's hard on these streets. Better pay attention, ladies. So, the unfair thing, I got free. And now that pushes life to where it is, You are away from men. You don't have to rely on a man. And because of all the old traumas, you're untrusting of men, in the beginning of your lives. Because the world's telling you and showing you, like, look what men did, and not all of it's true, but some of it is. I'll never be the dude to tell you, most of y'all chicks be lying. I heard y'all screaming. I had to fight dudes off. I had to call the cops on dudes. I had to do shit my whole life. Or just listen to you get your head beat in, cause he got the pum. So I'm like, I told the last week to leave a nigga alone. Like, shorty, he going pum. What fuck is wrong with you? Why you dealing with people like that? Anyway, so we reached the dilemma now And there's a whole lot of women that I realize that are like balling. You's a balling right now. You's a doing. You know what I mean? Kev Samuels showed it a little bit. Not all of yous are really doing it as good as they said, but I've seen so many women just walking the streets and living life, and you know, there's a lot of women doing their thing. They don't need a man to get a home. There are women that had the, from what I'm looking at, majority of homes are owned by women now. What the fuck? You know, I mean, not all of them, but y'all know what I mean. Now, that led me to realizing what the census said about women and how by 20, I think 30 or some shit, the door is closed. Now, for a lot of us that are older, we're 40, so you know, 5 years from now, you're gonna be damn near 50. Get it? So that super hot girl summer shit, that's almost over. And it usually don't last that long. I'm talking to the hot 40-year-olds. I'm not talking to the fucking, and I'm not gonna make fun of you and say anything, no, that's not truthful. And I'm not gonna say it in a bad way like these men do. Even though, like myself. When you don't look like you did when you were younger, you're not that no more, period. And you know it. This is why you put extra makeup on, the Botox and the push-up bras and all the sound of horns, all these things, right? And one, it made me realize women don't want to be old. And that's a fucking problem. Nobody wants to be Big Mama no more. Y'all don't even want to be the queen. Y'all want to be the princess. Y'all even, like, I watch so many videos where women say that shit. I want my husband to treat me like a princess, a little girl. You don't want to be the queen. Queens handle business. They take orders and shit from the king. And then they give orders to everyone else. That's what makes her feel good. Because she's like, yeah, I got to listen to everything this nigga say. But them motherfuckers got to listen to me. So, you know, I still got my power. Get it? That's why y'all used to be happy. But now y'all don't want that. Y'all want to be the princess. Y'all want to be the little daughter to your husband. He gives me whatever I want. He never tells me no. And I want a daddy. And it's like, all right, man. Like, you know, I ain't here to say you can't have it or whatever. And none of that. I ain't here to throw nothing in nobody's face today. Because I'm actually on your side right now. I don't choose sides. I try to help people get through their life because people help me get through my life. And I see a lot of yous are going towards that. Yous say it all the time. If I can't have this, then I'll be by myself. And it's like, that's the only type of man that's good? 6 foot, 6 feet, 6 inches? I'm like, damn. You mean to tell me every man in the world ain't shit if he don't have those things? No man can make you happy. No man can sexually satisfy you. Although you probably got 2 other dudes or one of the dude's kids. And if you don't got that, you got a couple bodies under your belt. And that one dude, he been around. Everybody thought he was your boyfriend for years. Nah, he the one that's allowed to be seen with you. Get it? See, I know these things. I talked to women my whole life. All through my life, I always was that dude. And I'm the new guy, so I'm the stranger. We all know how women feel about strangers. I could tell him anything. Who the fuck would believe him anyway? I could just say he's crazy. So, you used to tell me all types of shit, right? And it's really getting sad watching so many younger women following behind yous with these mental attitudes, and they don't even have the money, the house, the good job and shit. Like, at least y'all got that. But according to the men, Kev Samuels and all these other things, men aren't really, like, the dudes usually looking for these supermen, they're not looking for that. So, to protect yourselves from the world, sound the horns, which you have to, and they're evil men that do all these crazy things, and I get it. I ain't, like I said, to protect yourselves, you have to get out here in the world by yourself and become like a man and physically do work jobs. That automatically changes your body physically. Now that's why most women look, more stronger now. Like you walk down the street and look at one of y'all well-to-do chicks, y'all broad shoulders and shit, walking all straight up. Y'all don't even have the female walk no more. In a dress, y'all walk straight up, just straight. I remember when back in the day, chicks walk, and just her walk alone, she don't even have a crazy, fat butt or nothing like that. Just her walk though just makes a man like, whoa, she got the juice. Who that? She got the juice. She got the stride. She strut. You know what I mean? Used to call y'all stallions, ride you like a horse, shit like that. And I ain't saying this shit to be funny or nothing. There's natural things like that men like. Just like y'all like dudes that are strong and confident and, the way y'all like it. It's just regular things. And it be making me really, I'm trying to figure out how, not is this completely reversible, because it really isn't. But how can more of your type of women that have these things, you got your success on, and that one thing you want, well, the two things y'all want, someone to be there and love you and congratulate you on your success, you know what I mean, and have that baby and have your family, you know what I mean? That's the goal of any successful man or woman. Well, you know what I mean, majority of us. So it's like you're having trouble in that department because the man you want don't want you, because you had to change. It can't happen any other way. You work too much, so if you get with a man that makes more money than you, he wants a wife that goes home and take care of his children. So that means majority of you have to quit your job. A lot of you don't want to quit. Like Kev Samuel used to always say, y'all dumb as hell, y'all ain't got these jobs and there ain't no nigga going. No, rich niggas don't want you to keep working because they're like, yo, what the fuck, I got money, we good. Why you need to work? I need my children to have a mother and teaching them things, because the world's not going to teach them these things. I need you to reinforce these things. I need you to take my calls. I need you to be my right hand. I need you to be that, I need you to be part of me. When I move, you move. Just like that. When I move, you move. Luda shit. And that fits their life, you know what I mean? So that automatically kind of excludes you guys by default. And then I thought about it like, all right, so they changed mentally, because if you work hard and y'all go for real jobs like business and all these different things, that's when you start thinking like a man. You shaking and baking, you making money now, you know how to bogart, you know how to Jedi mind trick niggas and shit. See, that's the worst thing for any woman in the world, is to become a business type person or psychologist or anything like that. Why? Because you enter the mind of the Jedis and the Sith in the mind. Once a man sees a woman, we know any of you could be, because you got to realize, we know broke chicks do syphilis tricks, get it? But, dog, I don't want to worry about you being a hoe and you know how to legally rob anything from me. Or some slick shit, you know what I mean? Dudes worry about things like that, you know what I mean? And then, they want to see their wife when they want to see their wife. So, I was like, I feel bad. I'm like, yo, what are all these women supposed to do? Just like all the men like me. I'm 42. I work a fucking regular sweeper's job. I just finally got on board with my life. I had such a fucking tragic trying to get my upbringing right and all this, that, it's just what it is. I don't want to blame my parents or nothing. Nah, multiple millions of people will never ever, there's millions of fucking people that don't even have my job, and they're living on the street and shit. It's kids in Cambodia, they're doing nasty things for money. So, you get it? I made it, nigga. Like, I made it, nigga. A lot of other people don't look at their life like that, but I do. And the shit just baffles me, because I'm like, what is all of us supposed to do that like we opted out the game or you ain't qualified no more? Because just like the older women that have all these things and they still look good, but the attitude and the or whatever it is that don't make these men wife you out. I don't know what it is because you're all different. You all have different shit, right? What is all y'all? What's our life now? You know, as older people that probably ain't gonna have these relationships or these marriages or these families. Sound the horns. And I thought to myself, oh yeah, that's what the Bible said about how people with families, they can't work for the Lord because they have a family. A man that has a wife, he said the Lord don't fuck with him really like that. Why? Because nigga, you gotta worry about your wife and your family. You can't work for the Lord and be out here on the streets getting shit shaking and baking and you got shit to do, homie, all day long. So I was like, well, thank you, Lord, for putting me on this mission early in life because, you know, he sees all things, so maybe he knew I was going to end up by myself anyway. And that's one of the things that always kept me pushing towards doing what I do and speaking about these things and giving other people information that are younger or have a chance to correct things. Because, you know, just the Lord has different roads for everybody. Like, there are many of you that can end up in love with nice lives and riding off in the sunset. It really could be so easy. You can shit on Kevin. You can shit on all these red pill dudes. You can shit on any man that ever. And be like, look, motherfuckers, I did it. It just ain't gonna be the way y'all want it, though. That's the reality of it. You're not gonna get Mr. fucking sports player, rapper, R&B ass dude, $1 million rich, you know. No, y'all gonna get other things, you know, because like I said in my one video, I said, y'all want the 666, y'all want Satan. 6 figures, 6 inches, and 6 feet tall, right? And I said to myself, one, majority of women don't really want 6 inches or that 9 inches shit. A lot do now because you worked yourself up for it. No matter what woman you are, you all start out as virgins. So, you know, 4 inches is a lot when you never had nothing. Get it? Now, because of the craze of it only is the best when it's this and it gotta be big, that's what makes women go out and try that shit. And many, many women I've talked to regretted it. They always say, I won't do that shit again. That's just not even worth it. That's for certain type of chicks that could handle that, or you just don't, you know what I mean, nasty like that. Because not every chick that could take something means she's a, you know, maybe she built like that. You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyway. Where the fuck, in God's name, does life just stop for us and we supposed to go crawl up in the corner or something? You know what I mean? And that's when I came up with certain things I've been working on. I've been writing little things down. Like, that's why I sound so off and on with what I'm talking about. I'm forgetting. I'm trying to bring out some of those points. But I'm forgetting. Because I'm starting to try to write a new lifestyle for women over that age. Maybe 35, you know, and up. Because I ran into this one recent Puerto Rican chick online. Her YouTube channel is about being a young 35-year-old, you know, successful sort of woman. And she had a lot of childhood abuse, which led to her making the wrong choices in men. And now she's older, and she admits, like, yo, I'm grown, but I'm a little kid still, because, you know. But she woke up to realize that I want a man and I want a baby. And I'm at that mark where I may not even have time to have a kid. And it takes at least a year or two to have a real relationship with a man and make him want to have a baby with you, let alone marry you. That's like 5 years. So if you start at 35, you're fucked. You have 5 years to make that nigga fall in love with you and marry you, but you only have 5 years left before you can have a baby. So he's getting screwed. And when men get screwed, we can renege and say, all right, I don't want her no more. I really, really want my children that bad. The Lord made me feel like I have to have children, and I'm doing this shit, and I'm sorry, I love you with all my heart and all this, but it ain't you. You know what I mean? So that's why we gotta make our choices wisely when we decide in a young age to not have children or not stay with the people, because we all only get a certain amount of shots, you know what I mean? Even men, we don't get to have children all the time. And for a man having it, rushing into it, children will destroy your whole life. Sound the horns. Child could destroy your life, tie you to the wrong woman, and then money excessively getting destroyed from you. Now you can't even build up and retire. You already know, like, yo, it's over for me. Dog gonna be working for the rest of my life. She gonna keep draining my pockets. If I get with another shorty, she draining my pockets. If shorty got a kid, which most women have kids, then they're draining my pockets. Most men, when we get into a relationship, we're like, damn, bro, I ain't never gonna have nothing again. I ain't coffee and a blunt. So we gonna be getting. Good thing I bought my game. Y'all be mad as fuck. Why you on that game? Why you want to smoke? This is all I get, dog. If I don't take care of you and them, then it's over for me, right? Damn, I forgot what I was talking about. Shout out, Jason. You know what I mean? It'd be funny how one day we beefing, and the next day I got you laughing at jokes and shit. Anyway, but yeah, man, I forgot where I was at. I really want to work on putting a new relationship dynamic together, because one, nothing's new under the sun, so the shit has already been done before. I know it, and it's going on right now. It's just women are not accepting it. Straight facts. Like, all women that are doing good and you can pump your chest up, literally on that, and not no fake hot air. You got some real gas in your chest because you did it. You know what I mean? You can be like, yo, I'm successful. I own my own business, my own land, nigga, bitch, ass niggas. I'm a queen. I own land, nigga. I run my own business. I point fingers and niggas do shit. All right, you got that. I can't take that away from you. You know what I mean? But if you look back in the old days, you know what I'm saying? When you look back at them old queens and everything, not all of them were getting another king. They didn't go marry another king, dog. Just like all the kings didn't always marry, you know? There's always that, what is that, Prince Charles ass nigga? You know what I mean? He married a peasant. Get it? Sound the horns. There's a couple of them, man. And then I be like, y'all be stunting anyway. Y'all be the bad queens. Cause not for nothing, hoeing is not no new thing. And a woman with money and having a lot of hoe ass dudes running around them and sleeping with them, shit, you go back to motherfucking Roman days and the Greek days. Whew, them they was getting down. Any woman, any Roman citizen woman that had power, she had slaves, and they did whatever she said. Now, I ain't saying, go conquer poor men and make them your slave. I'm saying, a lot of them chose gladiators, regular, you know. Women having money in their own shit ain't new. Y'all think it's new because they lied to you. Sound the horns. But it's not. And you's choosing down like men did. See, it's not a man thing. It's a yin and yang thing. It's a life. It's a puzzle piece. You want to put two pieces to the puzzle that don't fit together. They look exactly the same, and you want to make something out of that. Well, men don't, because we're not dumb. We're like, yo, it's not going to work. So, that means yous have to get, and when I always hear y'all say this too, sound the horns, I need a man on my level. Gotta get on my level, nigga. A lot of y'all be immature. You got money, you're a grown-ass woman, you're a shark, you're a business shark. You know what I mean? Killer when it comes to that. You got some intelligence, you know what I mean? You know how to dress well and speak well and elegant and all that. But bro, your conversational skills for a husband, They don't want to be talking about work after work. Nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you? Y'all want to have debates with niggas about work after work. Like, nah. That's what friends are for. Get it? So it's like, what's really y'all level? Because sound the horns. I love my daddy. If that was really y'all level, how come y'all, you know what I mean, y'all spend most of y'all life until you're 35 or 40 running around with us, the regular dude? Oh, because we look good and we don't have 6 inches. We have more. Right? Yeah, y'all like that, don't you? Y'all love riding us like an amusement park with nothing but a fucking joyride, right? And then we throw us away like trash. Because we don't got the 6 figures. I get it, you know. You got to get somebody to take care of you, even though you already took care of yourself and own land in the house. You know how stupid that fucking sounds? I need a provider, Mel. To provide what? You already have it. You're supposed to be getting somebody that likes the things you have, that agrees with the lifestyle you live, and fits in it. How does a provider male fit in a life that's already provided for? Oh, he adds on and now we're the king and the queen. Grow up and stop it. Because as soon as y'all get on that king and queen life with this dude and he starts saying raise the kids and quit your job, you're like, get the fuck out of here, nigga. I literally watched multiple women on Kevin Samuels leave their husbands that didn't cheat, nothing. They didn't say he was ugly. They didn't say this nigga fell off. They said this nigga told me to stop going to work, so I canceled this nigga like Nino Brown. I was like, what? You got majority of every woman's dream to find a man that's gonna literally say never work again. I do everything. I pay for everything. And that means you had a good job, so you got some, you know, time in. You may get some little, you know, retirements or whatever the fuck you gonna get something, you know what I mean? And you don't want that? And I said, well, what does that woman really want? Sound the horns. I'm like, because she thinks she want that man, but she left that man because he didn't fit in her lifestyle and she didn't fit in his lifestyle. So would it mean that she needs a man that don't have that kind of money because he's not going to say, don't go to work? Sound the horns. My daddy talking to one of y'all. I don't know who it is. But don't pass up that good man just because he average. If he looks good to you, if he's smart enough to hold a conversation with you and make you feel good things, then that's 2 out of 3, bro. Like, god damn, bro. How much more y'all need? He gotta have money. He gotta have money. Can he look good, take care of himself, be willing to work and actually do things around that nice ass house you got? You know, help out with them kids. Can he do those things and have good sex? Can we drop the money thing and he can have good sex, be a good father, look good to you, and he talks nice and he knows how to, he likes the things you like. Can that be enough? Like, for real. It'd be enough for men? I mean, come on. If y'all want to be us, y'all got to be us, right? So that's all I'm saying. I'm saying that a lot of y'all waste time and then you're going to find out it's lonely out here, man. And the older you get, it's not even that men look at you, oh, she's useless. No, we're not. You know, we living. And then majority of older women that got their shit together, majority of men that y'all start seeing like, oh, nobody talking to me. Yeah, those are the dudes that was in the friend zone anyway. You don't like none of us. You don't matter. We know it now, so we just stop looking at you, stop hollering at you, stop flirting with you, because we're like, oh, she's done for, and she don't want me anyway. So why am I sound the horns? Why am I waste my time? Don't get trapped in that zone, ladies. It's not a pretty look. It really ain't. It's scary.